beautiful day here in Bethlehem. The first full day of Musikfest 2024. Of course, the fest kicks off at noon, and we are live under the bridge at Service Electric Festplatz, broadcasting from Camp SEN. I am John Lunger from Arts Quest, and this is the live lead-in show. What an amazing day. We are here, we are ready, and we are just a half hour away from the start of the first Saturday of Musikfest 2024. I'm joined by my friend Parker Ryan. He is part of the team that organizes the volunteer initiatives here at Musikfest. Parker, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, of course, John. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. This is your second festival behind the scenes?
Yes, it is.
What is different for you now, knowing what you went through last year? What does it take to put this all together with all of the thousands of volunteers?
Absolutely. I mean, it takes a lot of organization, but I think the biggest change I've seen from last year is the shift into problem solving is a lot easier this year.
I can imagine,
yeah.
Right.
You start to get comfortable with the resources you do have, the people and the good people you have in place, and it becomes a lot easier to just say, you know what, it happened last year and it's going to happen again this year.
Wonderful. What are the type of things that our volunteers are doing to make the festival happen?
Yeah. So volunteers are doing a lot of stuff. They're doing beer pouring, they're doing soda concessions, information booths, all the way down to things on the south side at Musikfest, helping out with staging, ticket scanning, beer pouring over there as well.
Yeah, it literally, quite literally, could not happen without the time and talents of more than 1,000 volunteers every year. Approximately how many are we talking?
So you're absolutely right. Over 1,000 is usually what we're at. This year we're going to be somewhere around 1,100.
Wow.
Which blows my mind that many people want to come out and make something like this happen.
It's awesome. It's so cool to talk to the volunteers. This is actually my 19th festival behind the scenes, right? And so every year you're seeing volunteers, you're talking to them. It is like it's like a family. And many times it is a multi-generational family affair. They're all volunteering together for sure. But what I love so much is there are volunteers that know more about this festival than I do, and like I said, I'm almost at my 20th. It is truly amazing how they run this thing.
Yeah, and to speak to that as well, you know, that brings so much ease of making this happen, knowing that it's not just on, you know, me or the team or any of the staff members. You know, there are volunteers that have been here. This is their 41st year, which blows my mind, but they have such a knowledge base that when you can lean on them to help out with those kinds of things, it just makes everything seem a lot easier.
Yeah, and there's still time too, right? Like, yeah. I know we're starting, but those that are watching, maybe inspired, they want to be part of this amazing experience. If they haven't signed up, how do they do that now that we've already started?
Absolutely. So it's actually super simple. You just go to artsquest.com/volunteer.
Artsquest.org.
Yeah,
I got you.
Thank
you. Yeah.
I'm talking about support from everybody. Yeah, there it is. But you go there, check out the new volunteer link. You can click that, make your portal account, and there's also a spot to put in an application for Musikfest specifically because it's such a large undertaking.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you fill that out, and we've got people working behind the scenes who would reach out and be like, all right, let's figure out how you can kind of lend a hand. Is it pouring beer? Is it at the cash cards?
Exactly.
Everything. There's always something to do for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we'll get back to you pretty quickly. We'll get in touch, get you the shirt, the pin, the name badge, make sure you're settled in. And those volunteers that we talked about earlier are great at welcoming everybody in, new volunteers, old volunteers, everyone across the spectrum.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do as we're walking around the festival is to check in, thank all of the volunteers for their hard work, the stories that they have, the passion that they have, not only for the festival, but for the community, the city of Bethlehem. You see co-workers volunteering together, lots of corporate groups. Talk a little bit about how that comes to fruition.
Absolutely. So it truly takes not just one village, but a whole city, is what I've said before in the past, with putting on something like Musikfest. And that includes corporate groups, that includes other nonprofits, as well as we have a group that comes down from New York that's just a group of friends that just love doing this.
Oh, that's
they grew up in
awesome.
the Valley. So you just reach out. We can put together a group that's specifically doing like beer pouring, maybe working over at the steel stage to make sure that you're together and people use it as team building, something fun to do, to get out with friends over the summer. But it's as easy as sending an email or putting in an application, and there's a notes section on there too.
That's wonderful. So if you're an individual, it's super easy to sign up. If you're a group of friends, you can use that form too. But even, you know, a lot of our partners and volunteers do it together.
Yeah.
I love that. So I guess it's time for some hard-hitting questions. So who is your favorite volunteer?
Oh, my favorite volunteer is the next one. So whoever puts in their application next is going to be my favorite volunteer.
You are a consummate professional. It was a nasty question I just asked you for you to pull that out. I'm proud of you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Thank you. I had a suspicion it was going to come up.
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
for sure. But let's talk about your festival. Obviously, you're here all day, every day. You get to eat your way around the festival. My favorite thing to do, of course, I'm doing Musikfest powered by PNC again this year, where I try out a lot of the new food vendors. So what are your go-to must-have every year? What are you eating at the festival?
So I was actually just talking with Corey about this yesterday, and my go-tos this year were chicken bop.
Okay.
And why not burgers?
Okay.
And I actually already had them because I had been thinking about them for literally a week beforehand.
So chicken bop at Guardian Zinzenplatz.
Yes.
It is, you get to pick your rice, your toppings, all that kind of a thing, but it's a really hearty, like filling, good value, delicious flavor.
Yes.
Punch in the mouth in a good way.
Absolutely, yeah. And they have such a good selection of sauces that if you're in the mood for something with a kick, they got it. If you're in the mood for something a little bit easier, they got that too.
And why not burgers? You picked a vendor on the south side.
Yes.
They're doing the smash style burgers. They got a bunch of different flavors. Really, really good stuff there.
Absolutely.
What's your go-to order there? Do you like the spicy? What do you do?
Beef on boogie.
Beef, what is it?
So it's called beef on boogie. It's got
beef
a bacon
on
jam,
boogie. Okay.
2 smash burgers because you can add on the extra burger. It's honestly hits the spot every time.
Wow, I like that. And certainly you've got no problem walking those calories off. We always like to joke calories don't count at Musikfest because like me, you're either sweating it off or you're walking it off, right?
Yep. One trip up to Main Street from down here at Festplatz, that's going to help me walk off one of those burgers. So you're absolutely right. Not worried about the calories this week.
Very cool. Well, Parker, I know we've got to let you get back to it. Any final thoughts for the people watching here on SEN about volunteering year-round at Arts Quest? Not just at Musikfest, but year-round.
For sure. I mean, we would love to have you for Musikfest, but truly there is something for everybody to get involved with at Arts Quest if you want to volunteer. We put on shows year-round. We've got events all year from January to December. So if there's something you're interested in or you've just been thinking about trying it out, no better time than today. artsquest.org/volunteer, the URL you can check out if you want to learn more about volunteering at Musikfest or anything year-round with Arts Quest. Parker Ryan, thank you so much for starting your day with us here on SEN. We're going to step aside and take a short break. Of course, we are just mere moments away from the start of Saturday here at Musikfest with Jimmy Sturr at Service Electric Festplatz. So do not go anywhere. We will be right back after a short break. We are live under the bridge at Service Electric Festplatz. Of course, we are at Camp SEN, getting ready for the start of the first full day of Musikfest 2024. John Lunger, joined by my partner in crime, Christy Fulkerson. Christy, we don't always get the chance to kick off Musikfest together, so this is fun.
This is awesome. The first full day of the festival, and we always look forward to getting things going at the noon hour, right? We're not quite there yet. A few more minutes before our first musical act. Triple channel coverage for you today on SEN. We're excited. Lots of great music coming your way.
So much to pack into a warm day, as you can tell, certainly by my glistening physique here. But, you know, it's Musikfest. We only get to do it once a year, and we're all in it together. What a gorgeous day it is, despite being a little warm. I'm excited to eat my way across the festival.
I've heard that you've done that before.
Yeah, it's not my first rodeo.
Have you had a chance to get started yet?
I have. I had shrimp tacos last night from Bourbon Street Eats.
Okay.
Very, very good. They're on the north side and the south side at Plaza Tropical and at Air Products America Platz. I also had alligator sausage on a stick.
Ooh, I've had that before.
It's very good.
Very good. And I'm very picky.
You
so
are.
Trust me.
We've talked about this many times over the years.
Yeah.
And you liked it.
I loved it. Yeah. It tasted like just delicious goodness. I don't know.
Delicious goodness?
I mean, I eat chicken. I love
Yeah.
steak. So there's like somewhere in between of deliciousness. Yeah, that's what it was.
I look for those spots in between deliciousness. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I mean. That doesn't mean anything. But basically, what I'm trying to say, it was very good.
It was good.
So
I had take a taco first night.
Nice.
I mean, that's kind of a tradition. You got to get the first take a taco. I got a taco salad. It was very good. I have to say, I want to connect you with our newest reporter, Sierra. She's kind of experiencing all of this for the first time.
Oh,
so
wow.
She's kind of on assignment to, figure it out. She was asking me about food.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I know the person that you need to connect with.
It's true.
So
well, the good news is you can't go wrong,
That's
right?
true.
Like, that's really good news. You've got your Fest favorites, like Take a Taco. You've got a bunch of new vendors this year, too. And you've got, well, I guess 9 days left to eat your way
Plenty
across
of
the
time.
festival, for sure.
So how about music-wise? We've got a
Yes.
great day. Tons of acts coming on. The 3 stages we'll have live, plus the million more platzes, 15 total free ones.
Yes.
Anyone that you want to kind of mention that folks can't miss? We'll get to that in a second.
Right.
Here's a look at our lineup, John. I mean, how pumped are you for Jimmy Sturr to be back here at Musikfest?
He is a living legend, an absolute must-see show. I mean, I don't know why I'm saying that. Everybody watching knows. It does not get any better than that. And certainly he has played tons of fests over the years. We are thrilled to have him back this year at Service Electric Festplatz. It's going to be great. Yeah, I mean, what else can you say about a living legend? You can't say enough about just the consummate professional that he is. One of the best polka shows you will ever see. Can't miss it, for sure.
So Service Electric Festplatz will have 5 different acts for you here throughout the course of the day, and you can see many more, almost double that, 9 total over at Plaza Tropical on SEN 550. That's part of the Marketing Music Fest. The students from Liberty and Freedom booking a number of those bands.
Yeah, so cool. We actually work with the schools year-round, and we teach a class. The kids themselves select the bands. They book them themselves. They reach out to them. They do all the promotion and marketing. It is a one-of-a-kind experience that we do here with Bethlehem Area School District. Very, very cool. And some great artists have been discovered that have become Fest favorites that literally those classes have booked over the years. So it's such a cool part of the festival. Again, one of those things that you're not going to see that at like one of those big named kind of music festival where they put it in a field and they throw a gate around, you pay hundreds of dollars to do it. Like, no, that's not what this is about.
Nope.
It is truly the community that comes together, from high school students booking acts to all the volunteers we were talking about earlier with Parker.
High school students booking acts, high school students on stage, a little bit of everything over at Stadtplatz. Elias Six comes from South Carolina, Fleece, the middle band there, and then the Bastard Bearded Irishman, some Celtic rock from Pittsburgh, will get on stage at 9:30. So as you can see, jam-packed day on all 3 of our channels for you on SEN. And I know you've done your work beyond that. What's your favorite stage to kind of stop as you're going plots to plots? I know you've got a lot of work to do and places to be. Is there one you like to just kind of sit down at and enjoy?
So this is what it's like when I ask people like who their favorite volunteer is, like I did to Parker, right? Like that's a tough question. They're all so wonderful for their own reasons, right? Like Liederplatz up at the Sun Inn Courtyard is such a great little kind of respite from the craziness that is the rest of the festival. PNC Stadtplatz, holy cow, that view up at City Hall.
Yep.
There's no backdrop on the stage to obstruct that view, so you get to see the mountain. That is wonderful. Of course, Service Electric Festplatz is the party.
It's the party,
right? Like if you are coming down and you're looking to dance and have that quintessential Music Fest experience, Service Electric Festplatz is a must hit. They're all great, but like I think that's what's so wonderful about it, is to be able to go and get the different vibe from the different places and just, kind of, I like to discover, right? Like I like to walk around and be like, wait, what is that? What do I hear over there?
Yep.
That sounds really cool.
I apologize. I have yet to officially welcome you to Space Camp.
Oh my gosh, that's true.
Space Camp. This is our first full day of Space Camp here at Fort Festplatz. Come on down to the north side, say hello. You got to get your stickers. Do you have any stickers yet?
I don't have any stickers, but you did give me one of your pins.
Did I?
You did.
How did I do that?
I begged.
Secret
Yeah.
And so here you go.
Okay.
This one's appropriate for you. This is your first. You have to collect the 4 constellation stickers, right, for Space Camp. this is an appropriate one for you, right? Because it's Heaven on a Bun. It's a hamburger. You love food.
I love that.
You love stickers.
Yeah, and of course this year's Musikfest poster, a little bit of a night sky theme. We've got a beautiful moon in the middle of it. Banana Factory teaching artist Lauren Beck is the one that put it together. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
But she used the night sky to create these constellations that tell the story of Musikfest. So there's instruments, there's our unofficial mascot, or I guess our official mascot, Artie the Owl, and now we have Heaven on a Bun, immortalized in the night sky constellations. This is really, really cool.
Yeah, our designer Natalie kind of spun off that awesome artwork, right? To kind of bring the whole space camp vibe together. I feel like we need to walk over to the rocket ship that's here, get a little misting, get a little,
my gosh,
a little cooled off here.
The Space Camp rocket ship is amazing. It is a mister. Of course, all of the amazing personalities peeking out there. I think I see Dan there at the bottom. Is that Gwen with him?
There's me.
There's you. Yeah. What do I got to do to get myself immortalized as a little SEN cartoon? Who do I got to talk to? Who do I got to shake down? Is that you?
It's not me.
Okay.
No, I don't make any decisions around here, no.
Okay.
But it's a really cool setup, so I'm glad you were able to come on down and check it out in person for the first time. We love having folks come on down and say hello, and we've seen quite a few so far already. So you've got your first sticker. You got to collect all 4 if you want one of these fanny packs.
I do want one of those fanny packs. I have a lot of things I need to carry, and fanny packs are good for that.
They're so perfect.
Yeah. Well, what's on your must-see list this year? What are you excited for?
Well, I love country.
Okay.
So I'm on the lookout for the best country artist that's here.
Fantastic. Well, on the main stage, we've got Old Dominion.
Well, of course. I mean, I know they're the best of the best.
It's going to be amazing. There are still a few tickets available, but
that's Tuesday night.
Yeah, no,
right?
Wednesday. I don't know off the top of my head.
Oh,
you know
boy.
what you should do? You should download that official Musikfest app.
You should do
that.
that,
Musikfest
yes.
app powered by PNC has the most up-to-date information on it.
I know Shinedown is tonight.
Shinedown is tonight, and that is sold out.
Oh.
There are no tickets left for Shinedown, so if you don't have your tickets, sorry, you missed out. But the good news is, like you said earlier, 15 free stages starting at noon all the way through to 11 p.m. tonight, so no excuse not to come down. And of course, if you can't, that's why we've got 3 channels of coverage today on SEN.
All right, so I love Old Dominion, love country, so I'll kind of scour the app, the stages, and I'll report back to you a little bit later.
Please do.
And the singer-songwriters are always fun. I love kind of the intimate Lagerplatz. You mentioned Liederplatz on Main Street. I always like to catch Stephanie Johnson, Aaron Kelly, those gals. And I know Pentley Holmes is here for a little preview.
Spoiler alert, Pentley Holmes is here.
He's here.
And I'm so glad that you brought that up, because we are going to get an exclusive acoustic song to start our day. We start with music before the music even starts here on SEN. But Christy, thanks so much for having fun with me up here. Thanks for letting me come to Space Camp.
You're welcome anytime.
They do have pictures of me posted saying, "Don't let this man in." So I appreciate you getting me past the security team here and letting me on TV to talk to these fine folks at home.
Anytime. Hopefully we can have a bite to eat later.
Well, it's all I do, so there's a pretty decent chance we can make that happen. But don't go anywhere. We're going to take a break, and like we said, we've got Pentley Holmes coming up here in a second. Going to talk to him, see where you can see him at the fest, and then get an amazing song before we kick off the first official full day of Musikfest 2024. Don't go anywhere. More live from Service Electric Festplatz here in just a moment. Welcome back to the live preview show here under the bridge at Service Electric Festplatz, just mere moments away from the official kickoff of the first Saturday of Musikfest 2024. John Lunger with you here at Space Camp under the bridge with Pentley Holmes. Pentley, thank you so much for starting the day off with us.
Pleasure is mine. Pleasure is all mine.
Now, this is not your first Musikfest. You have played for several years before.
Yeah, I was trying to remember the number on my way here this morning, and I can't remember, but it's been a few Musikfests. Yeah.
What's it like to play the festival? What makes it different than other gigs?
It's the biggest festival that we have in the whole Lehigh Valley, and it's people just show up, and they want to hear what you got. It's beautiful.
Any favorite memories from past performances?
I got to play at Tropical Plaza one time with my band. It was a great evening, great energy, great vibe. It was just a time to remember,
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You're going to play a song for us here in a second, but before we do, I want everybody out there, pull out that Musikfest app powered by PNC, go to the schedule, search for Pentley. You can add Pentley to your own schedule. You can favorite him, so you will not miss all of his Musikfest performances. But what's up first for you at the festival this year?
Actually, I'm playing later on today. I think it's at 4:30 at the Festplatz stage.
Oh, wonderful. That's going to be so chill. What a wonderful kind of hidden gem in the Sun Inn courtyard. A great place to see a show. But I'm going to stop talking. What song are you going to perform for us here this morning?
I'm going to play a tune I wrote. It's called Memory. It's a song about traveling and just, taking a second to look behind you and remember where you came from.
This is Memories by the amazing Pentley Holmes.
Okay. I spent a long time traveling and lonely on the road. A man of steady rambling in search of anywhere to call home. In search for memory. In search for memory. She walked on by with that confused look in her eye, a look that I'd seen again and again. A stone gaze with her brow slightly raised and that little wrinkle in her chin. My heart slowed and I froze when I saw her. If I had caught my breath, I would have called her. But I turned for air, I looked back, she wasn't there. Well, I guess what I recall was her memory. Yeah, it's just a memory. And I recall a memory. All a memory. All along. Don't forget to look behind your shoulder. All the sight you haven't seen. Well, take some time and look behind your shoulder. 'Cause you'll forget me when you leave. In search of your memories. Oh, ooh, your memories. Thank you.
Pentley Holmes, ladies and gentlemen. Pentley, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
We really appreciate you coming down and sharing that song with us this morning.
Pleasure will be mine.
Yeah, so what can we expect from your set at Festplatz later today?
Festplatz today, I'm going to play a couple new songs that I wrote. I'm really looking forward to sharing them with a fresh audience, with fresh ears, and I'm going to play some covers, Keep it light, keep it loose, keep it fresh.
Okay, I like that. Obviously, we already talked about the app. Schedule him in your app so you don't miss it. But for people wanting to learn more about you, your upcoming gigs outside of Musikfest, is there a website, social media? How can people learn more about what you're up to?
PentleyHolmes.com. I'm on Facebook and Instagram also at PentleyHolmes, and yeah, it's the best way to find me. I try to keep it updated. I'm doing the best I can here. I'm doing the best.
Yeah, I mean, you're killing it. That was an amazing song. I can't wait to catch you up there. We'll figure the website thing out. We can talk after that. We can give you a hand there, but that's awesome. Speaking of awesome, we are just moments away from the official kickoff today of Musikfest. So much good stuff. We've got the legendary Jimmy Sturr here in just a few moments. And I can't tell you how excited I am to see amazing performers like yourself around the festival. My favorite part of the festival is how it's non-genre specific, so you get to bounce around and be exposed to all these amazing different artists. So thank you so much for starting your day with us. And thank all of you for
having me.
Yeah, and thank all of you for starting your day with us, too. We've got so much Musikfest coverage today. Of course, we are live on 3 channels exclusively on Service Electric. You're going to be able to see so much Fest with us over the next 9 days, and there is so much excitement going on, from the food to the music to the incredible performances. We have an Italian dance troupe that's going to be dancing from a sphere hanging 30 feet in the air next weekend. We've got the bell guy, Cast in Bronze, band's back, so it's just one of those, you never know quite what you're going to see when you're rocking around Musikfest.
You just got to show up.
You just got to show up. That is half the battle. Pentley, thank you all, of course, so much. And thank all of you for tuning into our live preview show. Do not go anywhere, though, because when we come back, we are kicking off the day here under the bridge at Service Electric Festplatz. Thank you all so very much. Don't go anywhere. We are almost about to start the fest.